Hi, I'm Dr. Tammy Johnson, Executive Director of the Ludic Spectrum Center. We are a not-for-profit, Tennessee state-approved private school serving individuals on the autism spectrum. For the first 20 years, Ludic was under the umbrella of Lee University. Beginning August 1st of 2019, the name was changed to Ludic Spectrum Center as we branched out as our own nonprofit. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a complex, lifelong neurobiological and developmental disorder affecting millions of people around the world. ASD is a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with speech and nonverbal communication, repetitive behaviors, and social skills. The current statistic from the Centers for Disease Control is that 1 in 59 children are on the autism spectrum. Although other researchers report that as many as 1 in 40 children have ASD, it's clearly evident that the prevalence rate of autism spectrum disorder is increasing rapidly. Again, ASD is a very unique and complex condition. Those with ASD are less likely to learn from a typical learning environment and are less likely to have positive outcomes from social reinforcement and from social interactions. The typical nurturing learning environment is a place where typically developing children usually flourish. The typical learning environment with accommodations is also a place where most students with special needs are able to flourish as well. But individuals with autism spectrum disorder need much more than a typical learning environment and more than a typical learning environment with accommodations. This is why the Ludic Spectrum Center exists, to meet the unique and complex needs of individuals on the autism spectrum. At the Ludic Spectrum Center, we utilize the therapy of applied behavior analysis, or ABA, to meet these needs. Applied behavior analysis is birthed out of the body of research by the great psychologist and behaviorist B.F. Skinner. Applied behavior analysis is the science that helps us analyze and understand how behavior works, how behavior is affected by the environment, and how learning takes place. It applies our understanding of how behavior works to real situations. The goal is to increase behavior that is helpful and to decrease behavior that is harmful or adversely affects learning. ABA therapy programs help increase language and communication skills, improve attention, focus, social skills, memory and academics, and decrease problem behavior. What is the evidence that ABA works? ABA is considered the preferred treatment by the U.S. Surgeon General for individuals on the autism spectrum. In fact, ABA has produced thousands of peer-reviewed studies over the last 50 years. Many of these studies were focused on individuals with autism and related conditions. Unlike many methods we have seen in education in general, and in special education in particular, ABA is not a fad. ABA programs must be conducted and/or overseen by individuals with board certification. We meet that high standard at the Ludic Spectrum Center. In addition to the education of preschool and school-age students, we plan to expand in the future to add services for adults, which is already a huge need and which will continue to grow rapidly with the increase in the prevalence rate. The goal is to create partnerships with businesses and individuals in our area so that we could become a model for other communities to show them how they could respond to meet the needs of individuals on the autism spectrum of all ages. If you feel like this is a call of action for you, would you please reach out to us? Thank you.